This is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? This is video number 4 in the series of World Football Club Crests. And of course this is an ASMR video, so that's why I'm talking so quietly. We're going to learn about different club crests from clubs right across the world, mostly from Europe. And I'm just looking at clubs based on your comments from the previous video number 3. So these are your chosen requests, your clubs. We're going to start with Inter in Italy, Internazionale. I'm getting to the point, because my memory is terrible, I can't actually remember which ones I've done, which ones I haven't, so you'll have to excuse me if I repeat any, but I'll be doing plenty more videos, so don't worry about it. You can see a young Dennis Bergkamp here. So the first one here is 1908 to 1928. After a schism in the Milan Football and Cricket Club, as AC Milan was then known, in 1908, when the club had forbidden any more foreigners playing from joining the team, any more foreign players from joining the team, an irritated group left to create Football Club Internazionale, a club where all foreigners would be welcome. Inter's first emblem was created by Giorgio Muggiani, one of the founders, and represented the club's initials. Blue is said to have been chosen as counter to the red of AC Milan. We've got this one from 1932 to 1945, a little snake with a scarf, and that one is between 79 and 88. The grass snake appeared in an emblem from the 60s, but it wasn't until 79 that it was seriously included in the design. The snake, Il Biscione, came from the crest of the Visconti family, who controlled Milan in the 13th century. Since then, this animal has represented the Dukedom of Milano, the aristocratic family Sforza, the car manufacturer Alfa Romeo, and Inter. The star has its origin in the club's 10th league title, won in 1966. And in the most present one, which started in 1998 to 2007. Okay, I've got one to do Hamburg. Let's see if it's in here, because some of you have asked for ones, and unfortunately they're not in. Oh, Hamburg is. And we've got Kevin Keegan in his short. Kevin Keegan in 78 showing off the simple yet striking Hamburg crest, a design that pays tribute to the city's rich nautical heritage. So the first one was actually this. Curiously, Hamburger SV was founded in 1919 through a merger of SC Germania, Hamburger FC and FC Schalke Eppendorf. HSV has adopted 1887, the year of SC Germania's founding, as its own. The first crest was a combination of the 3 merged clubs, a badge that did not last very long. And then this one appeared in 1919 and lasted until 78. And then this was introduced during the club's early days, in a time it became one of the most recognisable in the world. Although the club play in red and white, which are the colours of the city of Hamburg, they chose white and black of FC Germania for the crest. In reference to Hamburg's seafaring traditions, the white diamond is inspired by the blue Peter flag, which means all persons should report on board as the vessel is about to proceed to sea. And then this this one from 78 to present. The dimensions of the colours changed. Apart from these modifications, not much has been altered since 1919. The next comment asks for a page turn. Schalke, one of my favourite German clubs, so we're definitely doing these. This is the mining club, of course. Being from Swansea, I know all about coal. Okay, this is from 1924 to 1929. Schalke 04 was formed in 1904 through a merger of Schalke Turnverein 1877 and Westfalia Schalke, but it was not until 1924 that football got its own section within the club. To mark the event, this emblem was created, which simply features the letter S and the numbers 04. Okay, so this one, apparently, only a couple of years before Hitler came to power, Schalke unveiled this emblem. It was also during the Hitler years that Schalke came to achieve their greatest successes. 6 league titles and 1 cup triumph are just some of the trophies won by the club in this period. Successes which led to the belief that Hitler was a Schalke fan, a suggestion that has been investigated and rejected by the club. I bet they have. And in 1945 to 58, like many German clubs, Schalke was affected by the war, even if the Gelsenkirchen team didn't have to change their name. The emblem was changed to revert to the club's classic blue and white colours, and a G for Gelsenkirchen was introduced into the crest. Ah yes, I can see it now. I never thought about that before. This is the 1995 to present. This is an emblem that celebrated Gelsenkirchen's coal mines and the miners who worked them, hence the blue mining hammer. Oh yes, it's so multi-layered. Mining hammer there, which serves as a background to the club's initials. This emblem has been updated 3 times. Today's logo was first used in 1995. And this is Ilias Tüfekci, action for Die Knappen, the miners, in 1982 to 83. Okay, so I've done Hamburger, done Schalke. What's next? Leicester City. Let's see if they're in here. I'm not sure they are. West Ham, Wolves. It's in alphabetical order, so yes. Manchester City, Liverpool, Leicester. Yes, they are in here. The Foxes. Of course, Gary Lineker, very famous son of Leicester, it says. So the first club logo here is from 1950 to 1972. The earliest club crest showed the head of a fox and appeared on Leicester's shirts when British football resumed in 1946 after the end of the Second World War. The fox's head inspired the club's nickname, the Foxes. The emblem was changed in the early 50s when it became more sophisticated. The whole club name was spelled out, the fox was redesigned, and 2 whips were added, the latter reflecting the British tradition of fox hunting. Horrible. Several different versions of this emblem appeared with different shapes of shield and variations in colour. And then we have number 3, which is from 83 to 1992, and I can barely see the difference. But this is the most updated one. This is 2010 to present, and the club reached its 125th anniversary. It presented a special Jubilee version of the emblem, in which the fox was no longer in monotone. Oh yeah, it's got white there, I suppose. The change was retained in the crest that followed the club from the middle of the Championship to the top of the Premier League. Okay, Leicester City done. Someone said Olympiacos. Do I have Olympiacos in here? Red Star, well grade. P. Oh yes, Olympiacos are here. This is Predrag Djordjevic, being tackled by Zinedine Zidane. I didn't recognise him. this is number 1. When Olympiacos was founded, the club's first emblem portrayed a young athlete wearing a wreath of olive leaves that were awarded to winners in the ancient Olympic Games. The olive tree was associated with the god Zeus. While the athlete symbolized strength, morals, sportsmanship, the Olympic ideal, and ancient Greece. The precise years when these earliest emblems were used are vague, but it is certain that the club was given the emblem in 1925. This is one of the earlier versions. It says Olympiacos. And then this one between 1995 and 2003. This is the 2003 to 2013 version. And then this is the most recent 2013 to present. The stars were introduced after Olympiacos' 40th league title in 2013, a star for every 10th championship. When the club was created, the colour red was chosen to convey courage and passion, while the white represented innocence and morality. The name Olympiacos was adopted to honour ancient Greece, but also to attract supporters beyond Piraeus. Okay, Olympiacos done. Dynamo Kyiv. I'm pretty sure they are here. Dynamo. We have the one and only Andrei Shevchenko. And this first one, 1927 to 1939, when the first Dynamo clubs were founded in 21, this emblem was created, one that was adopted by the Kiev club when it was founded in 1927. Then the club crest changed between 72 and 89. At the top they introduced the Cyrillic letters YRCR, I know that's an R in Cyrillic, not a P, for Ukrainian Soviet Social Republic. I'm trying to think if I can work out what it would be. Ukrainskaya Respublika Soviet. Oh, I can't think of what it is. It doesn't matter. Then Kiev in Ukrainian. With the fall of the Soviet Union, the newly won Ukrainian independence, the emblem was changed. The letter D remained, but was now accompanied by the name of the city. The crest appeared in various colours, and yellow and blue were chosen as an homage to the new Ukrainian flag, which became official in 1992. Then these three, between 1996-2003, 2003-2007, and 2008-2011. And then this one, really nice badge. 2011 to present, we are returning to the basis of Dynamo Kyiv's history. When Ukraine became independent, the club wanted to use yellow and blue in the emblem, but those are the colours of the national team, said the club's owner, Igor Surkis. When the new club crest was introduced in July 2011, Igor Surkis, when the new club crest was introduced in July 2011, a change opposed by a number of the legendary players. Oh, really? Next one is Stoke or Shrewsbury. I don't think Shrewsbury are in here. Stoke might be though. Let's go to S. Swansea, Sunderland, Southampton, Sheffield. Oh no, neither of them are. Sorry, apologies, I did look for you. Could you do Wolves, please? Yes, of course I can. Thank you for asking so nicely. Unlike the comment that I just saw that basically doesn't ask for anyone, just tells me I should have done this one club without telling me who they are, so I can't do them. It's just nicer to ask, isn't it? It's like, why haven't you done this club? They've won so many trophies. Who are Okay, this one. Wow, that is a really crazy old one. What does it say? Out of darkness cometh light. 1921 to 1939, and then again from 47 to 48 and 93 to 96. During the first half of the 20th century, Wolverhampton's town crest was used as the club's emblem on special occasions, such as cup finals. The 47-48 season was the only one in which this crest was seen continuously on match jerseys. Within the shield, there are 4 symbols with local connections. The book represents the city's famous grammar school. The pillar is a well-known graveyard monument. The bale of wool refers to the trade carried out in the area in the Middle Ages, and the padlock suggests the lock industry that has long thrived in Wolverhampton. The motto, out of darkness cometh light, inspired the club in its choice of colours, black for darkness and gold for light. The town crests returned in 1993 under the legendary owner Sir Jack Hayward. And then we have this one, 1970 to 74 and 74 to 79. Naturally enough, wolves became symbols of the team. Here seen jumping over the club's initials. The logo brought good luck as the team reached the UEFA Cup final in 1972 and won the League Cup in 74. Between 74 and 79, the initials were replaced by 2 more jumping wolves. And then between 96 and 2002 we had this. The wolf's head had already been introduced in 79 and had since appeared in various versions. This is when Jack Hayward wanted to see a change in the club. During the whole of this period, Wolves were however playing in Division 1, now known as the Championship. And then 2002 to present, for the 3rd time during his years in charge, Jack Hayward introduced a new club crest. The logo was cleaned up and the wolf became more aggressive. The design is one of the most enduring in the club's history and has even experienced a couple of seasons in the Premier League. Please could you do Liverpool or Cardiff? I feel obliged to do Cardiff because I've done Swansea. Here we have national manager Craig Bellamy. And that was in 2014. And we have 3 versions here. The first one is 1988 to 2003. Before the club created its own emblem, the team jerseys were adorned with the city shield of Cardiff. These were also the shirts worn by Cardiff in 1927, when they became the first team from outside England to win the FA Cup, the only time to date. At the time of this victory, the team was called the Bluebirds, after the popular play The Bluebird by Belgian playwright Maurice Maeterlinck. The nickname has shaped the club's emblem ever since. In this version you also find the Welsh dragon and a daffodil, the national flower of Wales. Then between 2003 and 2008, at the start of the new millennium, the club adopted another Welsh symbol for their crest, namely the Cross of St. David. It's the yellow with the black background. The yellow cross against a black background symbolises Wales' patron saint and is used as an alternative national flag. And then Vincent Tan changed the colour from blue because in East Asia the colour red is considered lucky. He also chose to single out the Welsh dragon on the shield because it is a symbol more recognisable in the Asian market and thus easier to sell. The slogan Fire and Passion was given great prominence. Everything was designed to maximise the possibility of profit from other parts of the world, but in reality created of displeasure among home fans. And then 2015 to the present day, even if the latest crest is blue like the shirts, it is still a compromise. Vincent Tan has kept the red details, but though the dragon retains the same position as the original, it is now Asian. Except for the traditional bluebird, the shape of the emblem is taken from what was worn during the FA Cup victory in 1927. Maybe Gareth Bale will be the owner soon. And then you said Liverpool, didn't you? Quite a lot for this club. Okay, 1892 to 1939, wow, it's a long time. Liverpool's club crest has always portrayed the mythical liver bird. The club's first emblem was a copy of the city crest, which features several marine symbols, since Liverpool is a port. In the middle is a cormorant with seaweed in its beak, a bird that has morphed over the years into the liver bird. The bird is flanked by two mythological gods. Neptune and Triton. The Latin motto Deus nobis haec otia facit means God gave us this rest. And then we've got, some of these are absolutely unrecognisable from the modern one, aren't they? Between 1947 and 70, soon after the Second World War, the club emblem used on the match programme was changed for this one, apparently because they could no longer use the city crest. Then this one looks a lot more familiar. Between 55 and 69, the liver bird was worn on the match jerseys for the first time in the 1950 FA Cup final. 5 years later it became a recurring symbol on home shirts. After that it was developed in a number of different versions. Number 4, 1970 to 1992. For more than 2 decades, these were among the club's official emblems. They appeared on souvenirs and match programmes, while the bird often stood alone on the jersey. Liverpool has used a number of crests in parallel, which means that accurate dating can be a problem. That's interesting. Number 5 there. Between 92 and 93, at Liverpool's centenary, the emblem was changed to celebrate the club's glorious history. The Schalke gates, an Anfield entrance named after the legendary manager Bill Shankly, are seen above the shield. The club anthem, You'll Never Walk Alone, a song from Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel, which became a pop hit in the 1960s, courtesy of Jerry and the Pacemakers, is also incorporated into the club crest. And then number 6, between 93 and 1999, a year after the centenary, the emblem was updated with the addition of the Eternal Flame, a memorial to the 96 who died at Hillsborough. The monument can be found outside Anfield, flanked on both sides by the shield. 1999 to present. Just before the new millennium, the club crest was modernised, but the central elements of the flames, the gate and the liver bird remained. And then 2012 to present, today Liverpool carries on its tradition. The liver bird made a comeback on the match shirt as a reminder of the club's golden era during the 70s and 80s. It's interesting they've got 2 on the go at the same time. Okay, that's all for today. Again, do leave me your comments and I will do them for part 5, which will be coming very soon. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for watching and liking and commenting on the video. If you haven't seen part 3 yet, then here it is, just here. Click on that next if you're not asleep yet. And as ever, thanks ever so much for all of your lovely comments. Okay, I will see you again very soon. I hope you're fast asleep, but if not, good night everyone, and